You don't want to sleep.
Did you go
Because
back?
Ghana doesn't sleep.
Did you do the 6
It
a.m.
was back to back. What's that? Club.
That's all I hear from these.
Two events I feel like you can't miss in Dirty December. The all white and the all black.
Yeah. All white, New Year's Day, all black, usually 28th, 29th.
Yeah. You can't miss those two.
If you've got a friend that says they're going to be in Ghana, whether they're from US, UK, wherever, you're guaranteed to see them at those events. You're going to bump into them.
Take it from me, get a table.
Oh, yeah.
No, but then
Get a
do- you
table
can't do the
for
Gen
that
Pop thing.
one. Get a table.
You can't do the
Why
gender.
do
But
you
is it-
need the table?
For that one, get a table.
Why do you need the table?
You fake me later.
No, why
Just
do you need the table? Why do you need the table?
you thank me later.
You don't want to sleep.
Did you go
Because
back?
Ghana doesn't sleep.
Did you do the 6 a.m.
It was back to back. What's that? Club.
Okay, that's all I hear from these man.
It was mad.
Yeah.
If you go Ghana, bruv, you're not sleeping.
You're not
Listen, can we give the guys a full breakdown of how it goes?
It's, you know what?
To the
you
first
know what?
night,
I'm
to the
quite
second
I'm
event.
quite chilled because I'm in work mode when I go there.
Yeah.
Whenever I'm traveling and these that are on the plane, from duty free,
gone.
yo, what? Sirocco? I'm thinking, brother, like, do you understand? So it's been a hard year a lot of the time.
Yep,
So you want to celebrate and be like, yo, we made it, B. We in GH, B.
Today, we actually have a very, very special guest. You might have seen him at major events like Ghana Party in the Park, or seen him bringing his energy and charisma to weddings as a presenter. Not only that, he is a successful business owner making a real impact.
Amen.
But today, we're going to be discussing the do's and don'ts of Detty December, and we're also going to be diving into entrepreneurship. So can we give a warm welcome to Harm K?
That's the best intro I've ever got, man. He needs to take my job. That's the best intro I've ever had, ever received.
Okay, you're in the
I was
building.
thinking, who's that? Who's he talking about?
Yes.
So, sir,
Thank you for coming on to DTM
Literally.
London.
Finally, because I've been trying to get on for a while.
Yeah?
Yeah, I've been trying to get
have
on for
you
a while.
been knocking the door?
Yeah.
Whose door was
Do you remember when
knocking?
you came to the restaurant?
Yeah.
It was like, we got to get you onto the thing. That was September. We are now December. 3 months it took him to call me.
please,
He's like, you got to get money.
Why taking so long?
please,
3 months, 90 days I've waited.
It's happened now. It's happened now.
90
man.
days.
It's happened now. Who do you fact check me? Fact check me.
You're happy. Right. What episode is this, guys?
31.
31.
Oh, wow.
31.
Yeah, so welcome to DTM London. All right, guys, if you haven't watched this, please just sit by. Yeah, because you're going to have a good time.
Our episodes aim to both entertain and inform.
Remember, not everything you hear is the literal truth.
Oh, we enjoy adding embellishments for flavor.
As we navigate each story, observe the blend of fact and fiction, prompting discussions to
Discuss the matter.
I hate that term, Detty December. Who coined it? Who had the audacity
yes,
to
let's speak about that.
coin December in Africa? Because it's also referred to Detty December in Nigeria as well.
Right.
Who had the audacity to say, we're going to call this country for the next 1 month Detty December? For me, it just doesn't speak right. I understand the meaning. Do you understand the concept behind it? Yeah. But it reminds me of back in the day. I remember when I was younger, I used to go to Ayanapa, Magaluf, and I remember Magaluf, they used to call it Shagaloof. Yeah, you remember Shagaloof, yeah? So I'm thinking, okay, that's Europe, innit? Like, but somewhere like Ghana, where we're from, we got kings and queens there, we've got our ancestors there. You're now referring to it as Detty December. For me, it devalues it so much. When I hear that term, I'm just like, again, I understand why they call it that. I'm like, so about the other things? Why can't we call it Cape Coast December or Mina Castle December or Ace Nightclub December or Twist December? There's so many things that everyone can...
It went to dirty.
Detty December. I can't stand that term. And I'm going to make that clear.
How do we get rid of it?
I don't know. But me personally, you've never heard me referring to Ghana as Detty December. And one of the main reasons is because when I look at my daughter, the next generation, etc., I just think to themselves, they're going to grow up and eventually they're going to hear that term Detty December. Ghana's close to our heart because our parents are there. We say Detty December, or some people might say it as banter, but we don't actually know what we're doing when we keep on coining it as Detty December.
You're programming it.
You're programming it.
Yeah.
And the younger generation...
Getting schooled, y'all.
Yeah, the younger generation going to be like, oh yeah, Detty December. And that might drive them to go to Africa, but you already know me. As much as, we do the nightlife and the pool parties, I'm very much on the tourism as well, and people understanding who they are, and because we started Ghana Escapes because... I'm from Ghana, but before Ghana Escapes, I had only gone to Ghana twice. That was 1999 and 1995. But if you asked me anything to do with tourism about Ghana, I couldn't even answer. I didn't know.
So you knew nothing.
I knew nothing. Because when I'm going to Ghana, I'm going to sit in my grandma's house for 6 weeks holiday. Do you understand? My mum's not taking me to Kwame Nkrumah Museum or Cape Coast or anything like that.
Yeah.
Do you understand? And I found that, and this is me as a Ghanaian, a proud Ghanaian. So I could go to school and...
Was you born in Ghana?
No, I was born here.
You was born in the UK?
Born in the UK, yeah.
And then went back to Ghana?
No.
No?
I never went to it. So I went to, like I said, in 1995, I went to Ghana when I was probably like, I was 7, 8 years old.
Yeah.
Then I went in 1999.
Yeah.
And did not go back until Ghana Escapes, which was 2013 that started.
So did something call you back home? Did something say I need to go back home and explore?
Because of the works that I was doing here.
Just so it tied in with what you was doing.
Yeah, so I was doing... So
in your mindset, would you have been like going back?
No, so what happened was
Right.
When I was young, my younger days, I was involved in the nightclubs and so forth, nightclub promotion and stuff like that.
Yeah. Right.
That turned into comedy shows, then weekenders and stuff like that. Then what I realised was, I remember we'd done a show, this was 2012, we'd done a show in Catford in a theatre. It was 900 capacity, or just under 900 capacity. And it was a show that was selling okay. At the time, we probably had sold like 100 and something tickets. We then announced Sarkodie is going to be on the lineup.
Yes.
Tickets, went up. Like the box office was calling me saying, yo, like we're almost sold out. Do you want to do 2 dates kind of thing?
Wow.
And then when you used to get the database of everyone that's booked. So I'm looking at the surname. I'm seeing Wilson. I'm seeing Johnson. I'm thinking these people aren't Ghanaian. So I'm saying to myself, why are you coming? You're African, like, because my head was that only Ghanaians listen to Ghanaian music. Right. But why is it now Caribbeans are now coming to see Sarkodie and things like that? So that just said to me, if people are now falling in love with our music, guess what? They're falling in love with our country. And that's what then birthed Ghana Escapes. That's something, if I can bring Sarkodie here and attract non-Ghanaians to come and watch him, I can probably stage these artists in Ghana and get people to now fly there and get a bigger experience, not just a 3-hour show or something like that. So that's what birthed Ghana Escapes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So give us...
The bangers.
You ain't going to get around it. Give us your first experience of Detty December for you. Do you remember that?
2013.
Right back 6.
2013, this was before we actually executed. So I went there in the September to do the groundwork, the locking down of the contracts, etc., venues, and also just to feed my eyes, because I remember we went on set in, say, the February. I'm promoting Ghana, but I'm thinking to myself, I have no idea what this is going to look like because I haven't been there for like 15 years.
Right.
So now, as I've got there now, it was a culture shock. The one thing that I just remembered, like I said, I went back in 2013, before that I hadn't gone since 1999. I got off the airplane. The only thing that I can remember was the aroma that went into my nose. There's in particular kind of aroma when you come out of Kotoka Airport, you're like, I'm home. Even if you're a blind person, like you just know, you smell like you're literally at home. So for me, that when I just felt that, I was like, yeah, I'm meant to be here. So then the daytime came, chickens woke me up, you know, the chickens in the morning, the goats, etc., wake you up in the morning. So that happened, and then I came outside, sunlight just hitting your skin, like getting that melanin, having the food, what was it, cocoa and buffalo in the morning, and then going around now, I'm just going around and then seeing people that look like you and sound like your mum. That was, if you want to say, my first experience again with Detty December.
Right.
So from then, that's when I realised that I need more people here. So it made me even go harder, me trying to get more and more people to the country. When people then came in the December, Ghana turned into like Las Vegas. I would have like, Ghana turned into Las Vegas. I was like, right, like, this ain't the Ghana.
What year was everyone there? Like,
29, was it maybe the year?
Bizzle, Fuse.
They've come, Lethal, Fuse lives out there.
Yeah.
Maybe speaking about the year of return.
The year of return, I think, Ghana.
What was that?
Ghana.
Was it 2021?
Year of return 2019.
2019.
But
Yo.
It's all good. It's all good. JC in the building. In the building.
JC's in the
Round of applause or something, man. You need a little grand entrance or something.
building. Yeah.
While I'm like, what, 20 minutes late? I'm so sorry.
Your mic's on. Your mic is on. Your mic is on.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hey.
Hello. JC's in the building.
JC's in the building. JC's in the building.
JC.
Okay.
Yes, I mean, the names that you've mentioned, they've been at... Listen, Ghana has been
So we're just talking about his space in Ghana at the moment.
Okay, cool.
Right.
Yeah.
Ghana has been a place to be even before Ghana escapes. Like when I speak to promoters who came before me, they tell me that they show me flyers from 1999. You know, they were pushing Ghana. When I talk to my older cousins who are late 40s, they're like, yeah, we were doing that in the millennium kind of thing. Wow. But it wasn't quite as that. It was one of those ones where if you know, you know. If you know, you know. Everyone's out there. There was no big promotion that, oh, yo, December, make sure you're there between Boxing Day and it's like you're just there. And then you go to a club, you see 300, 400, 500 Londoners or something like that. Now, these started coming, what, 2015?
Yeah, ish.
He started coming, so basically 2 years in. It was still popular then.
He's in trouble out there.
I mean,
they used to come back and tell me.
But listen, but what I'm trying to say is that 2019 was the year of return that you're talking about.
Right.
When D was coming, it was still popular. Like you go to clubs and you see 500, 800, 1,000 Londoners. USA people, Amsterdam people, Dutch
still
people.
was there at the
was
time.
still there.
It was still.
So why did it blow up at that time then? Why do you feel like it blew up? Because of the...
It's one of those ones, let's face it. D came back, who did he tell? He told you. He probably gassed it like, yo, Ghana, December, you know.
I still ain't been Ghana yet.
All right, T.
I still ain't been there.
How did I break it down? I can't even remember. How did I break it down to you?
They don't really say much. Do you know what happens? That's all you're getting. You don't even get like the words don't come
Right now.
Pure hype.
Some people that I've invited, they will come back. All they say to their boys is like, Ghana, December, yeah. That's it. That's how they sell it. And when a man says to you 2 words, you're like, you know what?
You're definitely.
You understand.
Yeah.
JC, what are you saying about December?
Well, I've only been twice now.
JC,
Are you been?
Yeah,
Nice,
twice, yeah. So I actually went for Detty December the first year, but my friend is Ghanaian, so I went with her.
Yeah.
But even prior to me going to Ghana with her, the same thing. Six came back and he just sent me Ghana. Ghana Escapes was the first thing he sent me, and he was like, "Yeah, let me know when you're ready." I was like, "Oh, okay. So what? We're not saying what it's about because I had no clue about." What happens in Ghana in December, or that it was the place.
I think it's good that you didn't have a clue because I think a lot of people go to Ghana. First, if you've never been, you go with no expectations and you're blown away.
Oh, 100%.
Like you go to certain restaurants even in the daytime, or you go to the nightclubs or festivals or day parties, pool parties, and you're thinking, wow, is this Ghana?
Yeah.
The amount of times, every year people will message me and be like, where are you, bro? Because they're thinking like this looks lit. Like
what's going on?
Yeah.
The madness.
Yeah, it's a madness at the end of the
But
day.
I think it's a good mix of going there to party, but also going there to relax and chill. I think there's a good combination of that relaxation side of things.
You need to tell me when that is because I've never had relaxation in December.
It's balanced.
What?
It's
What
not
for me? Well, the last time I went, when did I go? Not last year, the year before.
I think the year before.
The
22.
year before, I did a mix.
Okay.
So we
That was
passed.
your second time.
Yeah.
Is that if it was your first time? Would you have done a mix?
I didn't do a mix the first time.
That's
The
what I'm
first
saying.
time I
You don't want
was,
to sleep.
Did you go
Because
back?
Ghana doesn't sleep.
Did you do the 6
it
a.m.
was
and get
back to back. What's that?
It was mad.
Club.
That's all I hear from these man.
It was mad. It was mad.
Yeah.
If you go Ghana, bruv, you're not sleeping.
You're not
Listen,
sleeping.
can we give the guys a full breakdown of how it goes?
You know what?
To the
you
first
know what?
night,
I'm
to the
quite
second
I'm
event.
quite chilled because I'm in work mode when I go there.
Yeah.
Whenever I'm traveling and these that are on the plane from duty free,
dark.
yo, what? Sirocco. I'm thinking, brother, like, do you understand? So they're already in party mode. Boxing Day, you're thinking man's had turkey the day before, man's gonna chill on the flight. These don't even sit down. Like, you know, air hostesses are like, excuse me, sir, you need to sit. They're like,
Really?
and you know them ones, you can't even open your duty-free bag on the plane. You know that? If you buy alcohol, you can't.
Yes.
These men have finished their Ciroc. They got coined the Ciroc boy. We call them the Ciroc boys because everywhere was Ciroc.
I remember when they used to come back as
Listen.
Ciroc boys.
So Rock Boys, yeah.
So by the
if
time-
you was there that year, you know it. If you was
This is
there,
it. So that was early days. So I remember
Mad.
people are coming and maybe ones and twos in groups, but these guys on the plane socializing with everyone. Like, oh, yo, what's your name? What, you're Ghana Escapes? Yeah, oh, yeah, what, okay, cool. Like, so by the time we land, everyone's kind of turned into a family. Like, the coaches are at the airport. Everyone's on the coach. Where the airport to the hotel is like 9 minutes away, but people are just like, yo, where we going tonight? I'm thinking, you're not tired?
No, already from the plane, they're already planning where they're going.
This is it.
You land, you get ready, shower, and then you're out.
Wait, JC, could you manage the lifestyle?
Absolutely not.
No, it's not
I
easy.
can't no more.
Because when you think about it, if
No,
you're
back then-
You gotta have stamina. You gotta have stamina.
Back then, did you
The
manage it?
first
though?
time, yeah,
The first time,
100%.
you went mad.
Yeah,
But it was
yeah.
hard. It's when I think about when you really deep it, yeah. Let's face it, many of us pack on Christmas Day. Yeah, no one's packing a week before. So you're packing on Christmas Day, trying to do the family thing on Christmas Day. You're waking up early. You're traveling to Heathrow. You're walking up. Heathrow's a big airport, you know. By the way, you're walking up and down. Yeah, you're not sitting down. You land. You're most likely gonna have delays. Yeah, Ghana.
Of
They're gonna
course,
ask you
of
201 questions to get a little something from you, innit?
Of course.
So you get your suitcases. You've done a lot. And at this time, remember one time we said, okay, you know what? First night, we're just going to chill by the poolside, have some kebab, have a little drink. These men had gone to their hotel room, came down. They're like, oh, yeah, we're going to Brie, you know? Like, we're going to all white party.
Yeah.
It's starting. It's begun.
It's like
Really?
midnight.
28th. I remember the date.
But I thought the parties don't start from like midnight. It's like the warm up.
No. Parties actually start, opening parties. We used to have opening parties from the 19th, 20th.
Okay.
That's when it starts. But it's like, if you're in Ghana, you're in Ghana. It's not really proper. Everyone's usually in Ghana by Boxing Day. 27th at the latest.
Facts.
Everyone's in Ghana. So by the 28th, we'll have our all black party. Everybody's there. If you're not getting there by 11 p.m, listen, you might be partying in the car park.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
What, it's packed out like that? You can't get in?
Now we've had to do it in car parks.
Level.
Oh yeah. Actually, I do
Car
remember.
park, yeah.
But they
Yeah.
convert it. They
But
convert
they pushed it out further.
Yeah.
To get more numbers.
Aquaba will rent a whole car park out and it's like 5,000 people.
Yeah,
and it's
it's a
still people still can't get in.
Lit. Lit.
Crazy cute.
Two events I feel like you can't miss in Dirty December. The all white and the all black. Am I
Yeah.
lying?
All white, New Year's Day, all black, usually 28th, 29th.
Yeah. You can't miss those two.
Yeah, it's full on. That's when, if you've got a friend that says they're going to be in Ghana, whether they're from US, UK, wherever, you're guaranteed to see them at those events. You're going to bump into them.
Take it from me, get a table.
Oh, yeah.
No, but then
Get
can't
a
do- you
table
can't do the Gen
for
Pop
that
thing.
one. Get a table.
You can't do the
Why
Gen
do
Pop.
But
they
is it-
need a table?
For
Six?
that one, get a table.
Why do you need a table?
You thank me later.
No, why
Just
do you need
get-
a table? Why do you need a table?
you thank me later.
Hey, tell me that. You don't want to speak about that, do
Let me tell you
you?
from my point of view. Yeah. I think there's a lot of tables in it.
Yeah.
And I think just as a guy, like I've never been a table person. I like
I've
to
been-
socialize.
I'm not a table person either. I'm not
Oh,
a
you
table-
lied.
tables about
Like 30, 40.
You
I don't mind him, man. He's
40
always,
tables.
he would get a table like anywhere, like
100%.
a barbecue. He wants a table, like
No,
you know
don't
what I
listen
mean?
to them. Don't listen to them.
But no, it's one of those ones that you walk in, you're seeing everybody. You're just like, if you ain't got a table just like this, like the whole night, just like, oh, you can look at one drink here. Like, you know, when you got a table,
the vibe.
yeah, it's like those parties, because it's like a celebration.
Right.
You want to celebrate with your people. It's been a hard year a lot of the times.
Yep,
So you
I was
want to
just saying.
celebrate and be like, yo, we made it, B. We in GH, B. We in GH.
And I think that's good. We
Yeah,
should.
yeah,
We should celebrate.
Worked hard.
Celebrate.
And then you see, it's funny because sometimes me and the promoters would just be standing there and we're just looking at just behavioural habits. And then you see the UK boys, the UK man, I've got the 10 bottles of Bel Air coming to the table. The USA boys thinking, okay, because when these don't order their 10 bottles, the DJ, yo, shout out to the UK boys in the building. So-and-so, this man in the building. The US boys thinking, what? 10 bottles? Okay, we're going to do 15. and then
what's going
and then
on?
the Dutch man would be like, okay, is that what them are doing? They're speaking like, and then they'll just send a 20 over there. So then you see table wars happening. The amount of times
Oh,
I've
my
stayed till the end of the
days.
night a few times, yeah. The amount of unopened bottles that are on the tables. I'm like, you've got a table of 5 people with 30 bottles.
What?
You're not consuming that.
But do they leave it though? I'm sure everyone takes their unopened bottles home.
No, you can't take it. Just resell it to them the following night. The following
Since
week.
when?
I can't remember seeing anyone holding their bottle walking out. Can't remember
No one.
that. No.
Everyone must be mash up though.
They're mash up.
Everyone's mash up.
You're not driving.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have a good time.
Let me tell you one thing, yeah. I remember there was an all white party, yeah. I can't remember. It was the year when you remember when Kojo came?
2016 or 17, that was.
Cool. I remember he was there because I got him on footage. Cool, yeah. yeah. We was giving
That was
we
at Star City on top of Mercedes rooftop.
You remember?
Yeah.
Cool. So there was a table that was next to us, yeah, that was kind of doing the most. Cool. So we had already
You hear their brain doing the most.
we had already we bought these 2 bottles. Me and Drew bought 2 bottles from duty free, yeah. I'll tell you the bottles at the end. Bought these bottles and we've given it to the club man to hold because you can't get that bottle in the club. Yeah, cool.
I'll play
So we've
Mathematician.
we've already patterned that bottle. We've already patterned those
You
two
lot are
bottles.
scheming, bro.
Cool. So these times we've popped one bottle, table besides pops a bottle. We pop one bottle, cool. We get to like bottle 5. We get to bottle 5. Then the man on the mic's like, like no more drinks, yeah? So they buy 2 more bottles. So they've done 7.
What happens?
They got 2 more in storage, innit?
Bro. They don't know. We've already patterned it already. So this was already happening. Bro, our total was 12 bottles that day. And we brought 2 crystals. We brought them out. Bro, it was
remember that.
It was
I remember the
game
crystals.
over.
Yeah.
2 crystals, bro. That was the bottles that we had in there. Bro, it was over. It was over.
Yeah, but-
that night,
but that's-
we were, bro.
How much money was spent that night? And let's get to that bit there. Let's spoil
Oh.
it.
You know,
How much money was
it's
spent that
so
night?
funny because
I think that's good news.
Bro, it was great. It was the thing is, I'm not here to act like that's something that regularly happens. It doesn't. Not for me.
You
That isn't my
celebrate. You
lifestyle.
celebrate,
Do
yeah.
you get what I'm saying? That was definitely a one-off moment. Do you get what I'm saying? It was
Did
like
it feel good?
It felt great.
Did you enjoy that lifestyle?
You know,
As a one-off, yeah.
I think sometimes you have
one-off,
to say,
one-off,
like,
please.
It's
One-off.
been a hard year. Some people don't take no annual leave. They get to the end of the year thinking, you know what? I'm about to celebrate at the end of the day. And Ghana is that place that it will make your mind up for you. Because I speak to girls and guys, I speak to some of the girls that come out, how much you spend? £300-400. It's okay, cool. I speak to man them. You lot must have come one time for 7 days.
Yeah.
They done a week one time. I'm sure like, they came like Boxing Day, left out
That's not
left out the second or third, but
it's a
literally
one-off,
a
innit?
week.
Yeah.
And these men were saying they spent like 2 to 3 bags. Bearing in mind, yeah, listen what I'm saying, yeah, bearing in mind, yeah, our itinerary. Listen, I'm gonna expose it today. Listen, you need to understand, yeah. Bearing in mind, yeah, the itinerary has a mixture of day and evening, yeah. So you've got the tourism in the daytime, charity and stuff like that, and in the thing. I only saw these guys in the evening. So how am I only see you at night time if you spent that much money? You understand?
It's crazy.
Listen,
We're living too much
it was
life.
good times.
Bro, daytime you got to recover, man. Recover.
But you know what I like about it, yeah, is because Ghana taught me that we're all one. And what I mean by that is that you'll meet people that you don't know on the trip. Like even mandem. You know, sometimes mandem is like, I just come with my mandem, I stay with my mandem.
Right.
You meet people on the trip and it's like, okay, cool, we're getting a table tonight. There's no questions about it. How much is this table? 2? Okay, cool. How many mans is there? You divide it. Everyone just... And you almost socialise over just being in Ghana. You understand? It's a good time. Yeah. And then obviously that does what it does at the end of the day. The ladies come and they're also thirsty. So you have to
the
question
ladies
first.
can get their own tables too. Thank you very much.
Can we say something? Speaking of ladies and men too, would you say that there's a lot of cheating that happens in Ghana? Would you?
Cheating?
What's that?
Cheating.
What
As in, like,
happens
in your
Ghana stays in
relationship?
Ghana?
Yeah. As in a cheater.
Well, if I'm honest with you, completely honestly, let's face it, we all know why it's been coined Detty December. We don't need to say that, obviously. But in terms of people that I've come across here, a lot of people that have come on the trip, I say 90% of people that come on the trip are single.
So it's a single. It's a dating site as well. Yeah.
What's that?
I can use that as a dating site.
I met my wife on Ghana Escapes.
Charlie, see, it's a dating
Listen,
site.
and you know
what? Are you hearing that? No more Hinge.
You know what?
Hear that? Leave Hinge.
We're all going to Ghana.
You know what's so funny? We're on our 10th marriage. Like we've had 10 people who have met someone on the trip and has gotten married. 10.
So it's creating romance.
Are you listening?
Listen.
Are you listening?
You lot need to
Are
know.
you
You lot
listening?
need to
This
know.
is what I mean by, and it's like, there's something in the air in Ghana.
I'm gonna have to come. Say this guy.
What I'm saying is that, no, it's just about something about being in the motherland. It's not putting aside the raving, the turning up and stuff like that. Just being in traffic in Ghana, seeing Auntie having buffalo or boiled eggs that she's trying to sell for one Ghana cedis. There's just something about being there that you're just going to be like, this is beautiful. Do you understand? And when you're with fellow Africans as well, you're able to also, like I said, when we were younger, remember, we used to be embarrassed to be African or Ghanaian. So going there and seeing one auntie not knowing how to speak English properly, back in the day, that was embarrassing. Now it's like, we're all just being like, oh, that's auntie, man.
Yeah.
Do you understand? And that in itself is creating that bond, that unity.
Embrace.
Yeah, 100%.
It's Afro beats, man. It brought us all together. Afro
Afrobeats is way later. Don't we'll get to that. That was way later.
So JC, like, what made you want to go to like Detty December? What did it for you?
I'm not gonna lie.
Be
I
honest.
always
Be
wanted
honest.
to go to Ghana. Obviously, you're Ghanaian. My other best friend's Ghanaian. So it was just an opportunity for me to see Ghana. Because I don't think... Would I have gone to Ghana if you guys didn't go to Ghana? Maybe, but I don't think it would have been top of my priority.
Right.
Or like the first pick of countries I would have visited.
Did it meet your expectations when you went?
I actually didn't have any expectations. Because Ghana...
I'm sure I gassed it up to you.
You did, no, but that's what I mean. But you gassed it up in terms of the partying aspect.
Right.
So I didn't have any expectations of what Ghana was going to be like. Also, my other best friend did say, like, don't think of like fancy hotels. Like, there's going to be times where the water goes out or the lights go off. So just have
Where
that.
did you stay?
East Legon.
Was it apartment or family?
No, it was family house.
Family house, okay.
Yeah. So I didn't go there with any expectations, but what I did know is just be ready for the drinking, the no sleep, and all
I think
of that.
it's when you stay in the family house, it's a complete different experience to...
Family house, that is mad.
Yeah.
Yo, what did you do for light off?
We sat in the front room and we all
It was an experience,
chilled
isn't
together.
it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
it's an
nice
experience.
though.
Has that never happened to you?
Hey,
in the
light
UK?
off is a
Have you never had
bugger.
a power cut?
Never.
You never had a power
No,
cut?
once, maybe when I was younger, but
course,
yeah, like when you had the card, you had to top up the card.
electric key.
Yeah.
Yeah. That happened to me. Yeah.
No, but your street, sometimes the light cuts off. That's
Yeah.
never happened.
Not where I grew
No,
up.
no. It's happened to us. Yeah.
What, the street?
It's just us.
Yeah, our street, yeah.
Yeah, the whole thing back.
Oh,
off.
wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Happened a couple times.
Yeah.
But yeah, Ghana's like Ghana, I'm telling
Is it
you.
got a time?
Listen.
Is it a time?
You'll be getting ready, yeah? You're ready to go out.
That's the worst one.
Yeah?
The worst one.
And then you're like, cool, I'm ready to iron my clothes. You just done the jeans.
That's the worst.
Back to do the top.
Boom.
Oh, That's
Go off. You're like, no.
So what do you do?
Driver's
Just wear the
outside, you're
crease
just
up top?
thinking...
You say you're wearing the crease up top.
Bruv, you got to figure it out.
Now you gotta change your, you gotta change your outfit. You're gonna have one
figure
thing
it
in the suitcase that is not as creased.
Creased,
that you
yeah.
can just-
You have
Well,
to
you have to
change
throw
your
that
whole
on.
wardrobe. You're gonna have
Light off is real. What do you know, like, the actual politics as to why that happens?
No idea. There's a saying in Ghana in Tree that says Haya Ghana into Fanisa. So what it means is basically this is Ghana, just take it as it is. Don't try and understand it. And
Okay.
it's used a lot of the time from people that move to Ghana in terms of that diaspora that moves to Ghana, because you might go there and you'll be trying to hit your head against a brick wall trying to understand why Ghanaians do that or why this is the way it is here, coming from obviously somewhere like
Yeah.
the UK. But it's like once you accept this is Ghana and this is how it is, you're gonna go far.
Yeah.
That's
the only
how,
reason
that's
why
how I sec this guy here. I have to work with this guy. Wow.
Fanisa.
Wow. The trouble is
Go back to what you're saying. What's up with the alcohol in Ghana? Like, it feels
that is
like
a good question.
Can we speak about the alcohol? Because it's like, it's not really feeling like Ciroc when I'm drinking it.
Yeah.
It feels fake.
It does taste
It does
different.
feel fake.
You know what's so weird is that people say that about this, but I've heard that with Ciroc and Hennessy. But when I drink, I like Guinness. When I drink Guinness, if I drink Guinness in this country, I can go 4 or 5 and I'm fine.
Yeah.
Ghana, I have 1.5. I'm like, it's time for bed. So it's whether it's the sun that's contributing to it, I have no idea. But I have heard that, but who knows? We're still paying £200 a bottle. We're still paying the big dollar.
It's a madness. It's a madness. Okay, so we've spoken a bit about Detty December. We kind of want to speak a bit more about entrepreneurship, but in Ghana.
Yeah.
So we've seen Lethal Bees actually doing really successful things in Ghana, and there's many more who are actually capitalizing when it comes to like investment and property. Have you got much to say in terms of like knowledge to share in regards to any of like that type of area in Ghana?
Firstly, I just want to shout out Lethal B. I think what he's done has been so motivational to encouraging people to go back home and put in a lot of money. People have been investing, buying land here and there, developing their mum's houses, etc. But he's gone at the large scale. I'm not sure if you've seen the project that he's done, but it's literally
Amazing.
crazy. Like,
Amazing.
It's not a joke. Like the architectural designs, the amount of flats there, the apartments that are in it, it's really showed us that, you know what, don't take baby steps in Ghana. Listen, go all in at the end of the day. Now, we have a seminar on the trip that's called Invest in Ghana. whereby we encourage people, not even just encourage, we give them insights into what it's like. I'm talking about the good and bads, because everyone can come and say, yeah, invest in Ghana, you flip your money, you make 5 times more. But the reality is that there's a lot of, what is it?
Like a little fly.
Thank you, my stylist. There's a lot of hard work. Again, that saying that says, Hane Ghana, Fanisa. So many people that are seasoned doing business in Ghana that whenever I sit with, because I can talk about my experiences. I've been robbed in Ghana in terms of when doing business. And it was lockdown, I think 2019, I decided to invest into Ubers in Ghana. Didn't realize how much Uber was working in Ghana. I thought, no, Ghana, internet, no one's going to be ordering Uber. But Uber was now starting to take over in terms of transport. So what I realized is that many people can drive, but they haven't got the means to afford cars. Cars are actually more expensive in Africa than they are over here. Right. So I thought to myself, and Ghana don't do finance. 90% or 80% of the UK drive their car on finance, or it was on finance. Ghana, you see someone driving their Range Rover, they bought that outright. Yeah, that cash. You understand? You respect that person. This country, they're paying £800 a month. Ghana, they paid £60,000 cash. Bullseye. You know, simple as that. So I thought to myself, right, if I buy small cars, because the Ubers here, we've got more Priuses and stuff like that. Ghana is small micros and things like that. So I thought to myself, if I buy a few of them and I almost give it to them on a 2-year basis and pay it back, and they can pay it back and I will earn double. And that was quite common in Ghana, what people were doing with taxis. So I thought, okay, cool, that's fine. So I bought quite a few cars. So I got drivers, I put trackers and tracking devices inside of them. First couple of weeks it was going well. I'm in the UK, I'm looking at, okay, fine. Every single week they'll pay me a certain amount. Got to a point now, I'm seeing that the money's not coming. No banking alert. I'm thinking, okay, I'm just waiting for the WhatsApp to say, boss, X, Y, and Z. Didn't get anything like that. So then I'm now starting to get excuses. Oh, boss, so the car this week, tire.
Hey.
I'm thinking, fine. Bear in mind, what did I say? I had trackers in it. Boss, this week, meaning I wasn't feeling well. Well, okay, but these times the car is in Kumasi. Bearing in mind, just put this into context. Kumasi is about a 5-hour drive from Accra to thing, and part of the contract it stipulates you
5
can't.
hours.
Yeah, you can't go use the car out of Accra. And if you do, that was in my contract, because of the durability of the car, the potholes, it will spoil the car.
Right.
You can only use it in Accra unless I've given you consent. So now they've turned around and given me all the excuses. So that's when I thought to myself, okay, I'm not going to expose them, because still I had the best tracking in it, so I can turn off the engine. So I thought, I'm not there, I can't get another driver, the car's going to be idle. What I'm going to do is recruit a manager who's going to be my people on the ground. So whenever someone's misbehaving, you can easily just pitch up at their yard and be like, yo, what's going on, kind of thing.
Well, it's that time.
So I thought I'd get my manager, and it was my mom's half brother. That was my dad. I got him as a manager, and he had been with me. He had done some work for me in Ghana from other things that I was doing. So I thought, best person to do it. So now he was almost the guy on ground. If they couldn't get to the bank, sometimes they give you an excuse. Oh, boss, I couldn't get to the bank to put the money in. He'll be like, okay, cool, I'm coming to the yard.
Right.
I'll get cash at the end of the day. Because Uber in Ghana, you can do cash or you can do card. So fair enough. So obviously now he's got access to what? Money. He's got liquid money at the end of the day. All of a sudden, I didn't hear from him.
Stop.
This is the person, my mum's half brother, that I brought in to manage the business for me.
But don't
do business with family members.
I don't think it's just that. I think from what I've heard is if you're going to do business in Ghana, you physically need to be there, or they will just take.
You physically need to. I do agree with that, but I thought to myself, I've got someone who not only is family, but he's also worked for me for other things that I've done. So I thought, okay, you're coming in to almost problem solve. Now you've become the problem.
So he's done things for you before?
He's done things for me before. So I'm thinking, and what even shocked to me is because I took him out of a job, and what I was paying him to come and manage this for me was like 3 times more.
Charlie, do you think he was desperate?
He was
Okay.
But how could you be desperate?
Okay, I've got a question.
Why did he take it?
I know you heard from him at some point.
Afterwards.
Yeah. So what was his excuse?
There wasn't any excuse really. It was like, oh yeah, boss, I'm gonna pay it back.
Oh.
That was it?
That was it, yeah.
Has he paid it back yet?
No.
Did you kind of just write it off mentally kind of thing?
So going back to what I was saying, if you're going to do business in Ghana, and this is what many people do, you're going to have a column that's going to show 20% deductions. You're going to call that column miscellaneous.
Right.
And you're going to use that because that's you taking into consideration people are going to steal from you.
Okay.
And everyone does it in Ghana. Wherever you're building.
Oh, so you
So
put a percentage
Yeah,
of
because you
money
need to be
being
ready.
missing.
Yeah. So when you're doing your forecast, if your P&L, if your profit is going to show 20% profit and you haven't factored in that 20% loss,
You'll see it.
you're only going to break even.
You're going to see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now everyone, it's funny because imagine now you're coming to the UK or you're going to Dubai or Liberia to go and get investments. People are going to be like, what's miscellaneous?
You know what you can call that? Do you know what you can call that?
What's that?
Tax. You're just being taxed.
Okay, so where's your documents? Where's your tax return documents?
Charlie, it's their way.
But just
It's sad though. It's sad that we
Yeah.
kind of have to have that rationale that even when it comes to family members, we're like, you know what? I know you might do this, and we have to just kind of almost accept it. It's really weird.
But I see it as
this acceptance with it.
how I see it as is their loss because you've gone from waking up at 4:35 a.m. to travel to work on a trotro, and those that don't know what trotro is, one of those mini buses that seats 12 but has 25 people in it. So literally, and is leaning to one side. There's no AC. It's probably the worst. Not even the worst. It's an uncomfortable journey to be on, especially when you've got a 2-hour journey and you're in traffic. You've gone from now working from home. Maximum you're working is from your phone, just messaging people, making sure everything's patterned, and you're doing that 10 hours a week, maybe from the luxury of your own home, and you're being paid more. So how I see it as that it's more. It's less benefit. You understand? It's more affected to you than it is me.
Yeah.
So it's like, what goes through your mind, like? Because what you've
Because
done,
he wants it fast.
Because
He
what
wants
he
fast money.
I hear that, but what he stole from me was equivalent to what I pay him in 2 weeks.
Oh.
It's not life changing money. You understand? It's what I pay him within 2 weeks. So it's like just for 2 weeks bread.
Yeah.
You can ask me for an advance for 2 weeks. You understand? But it's that kind of small mindset of some Africans of what can we eat today? We're not thinking about tomorrow. What can we chop today? Yo,
I do think
literally.
in Ghana, what I see is like there's so many people hustling hard out there. And it's like, even though you've got something good, they still look for the next opportunity to make more money. So is it a case of where they're doing this is because they just think any way that they can get quick and fast money, they're just going to go down those avenues?
I'm not sure, but Ghanaians, what I would say is that Ghanaians work hard.
Yes,
They grind hard, even in this country. Like, they will do 4 jobs. They will work 24 hours. That national insurance number, they'll rip that to pieces and work hard. It will be even illegal.
And can I add to that? Because I also think it comes down to mindset. I think sometimes, especially when you are from the UK or the diaspora, right? And they've been living there, I think their assumption is that they're smarter than you. You know, that they know something that you quite
As in,
don't.
we are smarter than them.
No. That they're smarter than you.
I remember you saying this to me.
I'm honestly...
He thinks that.
But
I really think that.
Do you know where that comes from? I also take accountability for us here, because when I look back to even some of our parents when they're going back, they were born in Ghana, by the way. Our parents were born in Ghana. But when they go back, they act brand new. And they expect some sort of service from their siblings. Like, you need to bow down to me because I've traveled, kind of thing, innit? And for me, I've never agreed with that. And I use that in us. When sometimes that we've done it, I've taken over 10,000 people to Ghana, and I've seen some of the way some of the people talk to the waitresses in restaurants. It's not nice.
Is it rubbish?
Of course. Like,
What? The ones that's from here?
as an example, obviously, you've seen those jokes when people are like, oh, Ghanaians will be like, oh, have you got a burger and chips? Oh, we don't have. Okay, have you got chicken and chips? Oh, we don't have. You're like, so what do you have? Like, is that okay? They don't have it, but the way you speak to them is not acceptable. So now, why should you think that now they're going to be so, how would I say, submissive to you, if that kind of makes sense?
Because they look at us a certain way.
Yeah, because of how we treat them.
Are you talking about westernized people going there?
Yes.
Yes.
In terms of how
So
we
they're
treat
going to
them.
look at us a certain way, and we're going to look at them a certain way.
Yes.
And that's the collide, though. That's always going to happen.
But what I've realised is that, so Mensa, who's head of tours and transport for the group, he has been with me since I first started the travel group. And when I first travelled the travel group, I've told so many people this story that me and him had a major clash where it resulted in him calling armed police to my hotel.
Hey, you fell out with Mensa.
That was the first year we ever worked together. So long and short of it,
Mensa's a cool guy, man.
cool guy. No, he's my brother, man. He's my brother. But long and short of it is, we outsourced him to do a service for us, which is get the coaches, take us on the tours, etc. Yeah. So because I was recommended to him by my business partner. I said, just for transparency, I'll give you half now before we get out there and the other half at the end. He's like, yep, no problem. So I said, also for transparency, the last meeting when I give you the half, I want everyone to be around the table because it's a 3-way party kind of thing.
Yeah.
He said, fine, no problem. So I told him to come maybe the evening of tomorrow. Say I'm with him today. I said, come tomorrow evening and we'll all sit down, shake hands, talk about the pros and cons, what went well, what didn't go well, and we strategize for next year. He said, fine. He appeared at the hotel in the morning at 8 a.m. So I thought, did you get the time wrong? Did you thought I said 8 a.m. and not 8 p.m.? So he's like, oh no, I just had a free day. So I thought I'll just come and sit down for 12 hours. So I'm going to breakfast. I'm going out. He's just there. He's getting restless. He's stretching, reading newspaper. I'm thinking, brother, 12 hours, bro.
What did he wanted to chill?
Something was weird about it. Something didn't
Did he
sit
want to
well.
chill?
I'm going to get to that.
Charlie.
It got to about 7 o'clock. We're now having dinner by the poolside, like an exit dinner. And then he comes marching down the stairs. He's like, Jeff, I need to see you. I was like, oh, I'm, hosting right now, having dinner. So, but I can tell from his body language, something wasn't right. So I go upstairs. I didn't even get a chance to speak. He said, so you think you can play me? Oh. So, brother, like, you know what you're thinking, like,
angry.
This is okay, I'm going to show you who's who.
Hey, ready.
He's here now.
For who?
He, like, brother. All I see is 2 4x4 sirens.
Are you
on my life?
Are
This
you
is
joking?
Menswick Hotel.
Menswick?
So I'm just at this. I'm still trying to process the he part. So he like, you're thinking, there are criminals in there or something, some armed robbers or something. So as they're coming up now, he's like, yeah, he's over there. And then as the police are coming in, Dennis is walking in. So Dennis goes to me and says, are you mad? Like, listen, so what are you trying to prove? Are you trying to, push your weight about kind of thing? And he said, oh, no, the police are my friends. They're just coming to say hello with guns. And then
intimidation.
And then after, now I'm trying to process the whole thing now. But I just thought to myself, I haven't even got time. I felt so disrespected for no reason. I'm thinking to myself, right, like, your money's there, and it's not, these times it's not even 8 o'clock still. It's like 7:30. So I just thought to myself, so I went to get the money for him. I said, look, here's the money. I don't even want to talk no more. I said to my business partner, never am I going to use him ever again. My business partner turned around and said to me, listen, we can harm, but this is Ghana, fam. It's like basically what I said before. This is Ghana. I was like, how do Ghanaians work like that? So listen, look, we know his weakness. He probably didn't trust you, but you've shown him that, look, even though you disrespected me, you still got paid.
Right.
The following year we came, the minute I come out of Kotoka, hi, Jeff, he took my suitcase and everything like that.
Yeah.
It's only 4 years after that.
To earn it.
4 years after that, I took him out to dinner. I was like, so what was that all about 4 years ago? And he said, listen, to be fair, 3 months before you came, someone acquired me from the USA for the same services. They did not pay me.
Oh,
it cost me thousands of pounds with the coach companies, people that I'd given my word to that they're going to get paid. And this is in dollars. So Ghanaians earn cedis. Dollars is much more powerful. This time I lost thousands of pounds. I couldn't take that risk. You were flying out the following night. I couldn't take that risk. To this day, like, me and him are like this.
So it was intimidation.
Basically.
That's what it was.
To heat me up.
Yeah.
At the end of the day.
See.
But why I'm so proud is because him...
Did it work?
No, not really. But for me...
I'm playing.
What I'm trying to say, the main thing is that off of the back of that, he's been able, from working with us, he's been able to build his house. He's been able to get married. He's been able to buy land. He's got a farm out of Accra and stuff like that. That's from working with us.
Yeah.
When he first started working with us, he would do work. We get there on Boxing Day. He starts creating the itinerary 24 hours before. I'm like, we planned this for 10 months. Why are you working the day before? That was the mindset. Now, he plans it before I call him. He plans it in February for December.
He knows now.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
So it took that in order to change his mindset. It's not going to take me rearing him up and be like, oh, yo. That's how we grew up here. Like, if someone faces you, face them. But if we would go like that to Ghana, remember, listen, you're going to their yard,
Yeah.
You're going to their yard.
They know it better than
We're
you.
Ghanaians, but we're going to their yards.
Harm. I've got to stop you. Time is escaping us. We've got some questions to ask you. Yeah, a few questions to tickle your brain. And T is going to give you an intro into that.
Yeah.
Question time with DTM London.
Oh, we do.
Question time.
Yeah.
Which is more important when starting a business? A clear vision. B, access to funding.
Hey.
When hosting, what's more likely to impress an audience? A, confidence. B, formal attire.
And why?
impress?
Time is ticking, oh. We don't waste time.
Repeat the question again.
When hosting, what's more likely to impress an audience? A, confidence. B, formal attire.
None of them.
Oh, so
Why none of them?
None of them, because you're saying what will impress. As an audience, you're not going to be impressed because someone's confident, because that can come across as a bit rude and brazen and, you know, you're too big for your boots, etc. Whatever you wear, like I've hosted shows in tracksuit, I've hosted shows in a three-piece suit. It's never impressed anyone.
Right.
I've gone to places where I should wear a suit, but I've worn tracksuit and I've still done a good job. So
You still made it work.
Yeah.
Maybe you're just gifted.
Next question. Next question.
What's more crucial for a successful wedding presentation? A, keeping the schedule on track. B, creating a lively atmosphere.
B.
Which African country was the first to gain independence? A, Ghana. B, Nigeria.
A.
Are you sure?
Are you sure?
100%.
Yeah?
150%. Time. We haven't got time. Come on.
Let's go.
What's more important for maintaining a good reputation as a host? A, being adaptable. B, being punctual.
A and B.
How is it A and B?
How are you picking both?
A and B. Because sorry, what's the first part you said? Keeping a good reputation. Because you got being punctual. Vendors that you're working with will love that you're punctual. Say an event planner or event manager will love that you're punctual. Mm-hmm. The second one was what? B was
being adaptable.
Being adaptable. The crowd will love you being able, or the bride and groom will love it if you're being adaptable, because they can, when I have my wedding consultation, they will say, yeah, I want this to happen at 4, this to happen at 5. But then if it's running 2 hours late and I'm able to adapt, the bride and groom are going to be much more impressed than me turning up early.
Yeah? Charlie, you know what you're doing, isn't it?
Let's go.
What's more popular for entertainment at weddings? A, dance competitions. B, speech segments.
I lean more to A.
A, dance competitions.
I lean more to A, yeah.
When they go in the middle and they start, hey.
Not all the time, but I've heard a lot of boring speeches and I've heard a lot of good speeches. I've done weddings where they've had 14 speeches. I've had weddings where they've had...
That's just too much.
We had to cut it at 10 speeches, to be fair.
Which is more important in building a brand? A, consistency. B, creativity.
B.
It's the mind.
Creativity,
Yeah.
Because some brands have been out there for like 10 years and some brands have been out there for 1 year, but they just do some crazy stuff on TikTok.
Do you remember when Benja started?
Yeah, time ago.
Remember?
Yeah.
And I used to look at it and just be like,
what was that? The little beanies and hoodies.
Yeah. So I was just like, and you see where he is now? Hey.
But in saying that, remember, some people you might not understand because you're not the target audience.
Right. It's not for me.
Yeah. Like, for example, I've recently done work with Dr. Martens and North Face. And it's only when I've done work with them, I was like, right, this brand is dope. But before that, I've never even paid attention to them. But I'm not their target audience.
All right. Last one. What's more challenging for an entrepreneur? A, managing competition. B, managing time.
Let's go.
B.
Why? Why is it B?
Competition, and I think I was saying this to you a bit earlier on, is that when you're kind of in your own lane, remember, we've got mobile phones. That's our power. Do you understand? Irrespective of the competition, that's our power. Your timing is a lethal weapon in terms of it can work against you or it can work for you. When I bopped into the studio, D was like, I thought you were going to be late. I was like, nah, bro. Like,
Stereotypical, isn't it?
It's not, maybe it's not this because D knows me, no. Because D knows me, but I just feel like when it comes to, in my personal life, don't get to say, in my personal life, social life, I'm always the last person to arrive at a restaurant we're going out to eat. I'll say that. But when it comes to
Funny
work,
he was late, innit?
weddings, anything to do with media, recording or anything like that, I'm never late. Do you understand? Because I get it. Like, there's a lot that goes into everything that's happening. Yeah, it's a lot.
I know you've got an event that's happening before the year ends in 1957.
Yeah.
Do you want to speak a bit about that?
Christmas.
Yeah, I mean, every day is an event at the restaurant, to be fair. There's always celebrations every single week. But at the end of the year, we always do like a Christmas brunch, inviting everyone over, whether you're going out to Detty December.
Tell us about it. What's it called?
It's a Christmas brunch.
No. What's your restaurant?
Oh, 1957 restaurant.
1957.
So that's It
Where
marks
can
the
they
year.
find
It's an Oaken Road, so just
Yeah.
down the road from Elephant and Castle. It marks the year of Ghana's independence, 1957. So when you ask me questions like who gained independence first, my friend,
Oh, you was
He knew.
this is it.
You know what? I was going to ask you why was it called that?
Yeah. So 1957, the year 6th of March 1957 is when we gained independence.
Yeah.
And we named the restaurant after that. It is very symbolic, not just for Ghanaians, but just Africa in general.
That's like 60 something years, 62 years.
We're hitting, no, more than that. It's
66?
68. No, 57. It's 3.
Everybody check your maths.
68.
Check your maths. I'm looking at
68
David.
March.
Yeah.
David, come on now.
68 March.
Come on
68
now.
March.
No, it's 66.
JC?
Oh,
it's
me
not.
and maths.
Is
you
it more?
already know.
It's 68 March.
Yeah, 68.
Yeah.
No comment.
Because in 70 years.
I was trying to play maths. I was
We're
trying
going
to
to do
maths.
70 years. We're going to do
My maths
something
said
big.
no good.
Ghana at 70, we're going to do something very,
I was
very
close.
big.
I was close.
What did you just say?
Ghana at 70, we're going to do something very, very big.
Yeah.
And we've been working on it for quite a while.
What do you say at 70?
Yeah, so that's in 2 years March. We're going to do something very, very
Bring
big.
everyone to Ghana.
Pardon?
You're going to bring everyone to Ghana.
All right, it's going to be around the world.
Free tickets on our Free tickets on
Love
our
that.
We're trying to
Yes,
do.
please.
We're working on something UK, USA, and Ghana.
Oh, sick.
For them because it's 70 years. Like, let's face it. Like, we're not going to be around forever. So to say that, I mean, Ghana at 50. So I know we haven't got time, but I'm not sure how many people in Ghana independence at Ghana at 50. But it was crazy, and this was in Stratford Rex in East London those days. And it was 2,000 people capacity inside, 2,000 people still standing outside. It was mental. So we just always think about that and say, when it hits 70, we're going to do something crazy. Yeah, but on a worldwide scale at the end of the day. But yeah, the restaurant's in Old Kent Road, and it's just there for everyone. Like, we have people, yesterday we had Bank of America there that were dining with us. We have so many people. We don't just have Ghanaians there. You know, we have so many people. We have the big banks coming there for their Christmas meals. It's like, right, like, you're picking us over your turkey in the city of London. You're coming to 1957 having lamb chichinga and wachi. You understand?
Love that.
And it's an honor to be able to put something like that, to put it out there for the motherland.
I love that. From corporates to even creatives. I think you even have. Do you have like a poetry space or?
So they've got their private lounge downstairs.
Yeah.
You can do basically events. So people do their bridal shower, baby showers, birthdays, all sorts of things downstairs.
Yeah. So guys, you've seen it all here. We've had the special guest Harm K. Do you have any final words that you would like to share to the
Yeah,
audience?
plug
while
in
you're
your
here
Instagram
on
or
DTM?
where they can find you.
Yeah, my Instagram. So Jeffrey Boatin, Harm K on my Insta. And that just links to all the things I'm doing. So whether that be in the travel group, the restaurant, weddings, and so forth. And I just encourage everyone, whether it's for December or out of December, try and go to Ghana. Have an experience to Ghana. Ghana is your intro.
The best time to go to Ghana.
Come on.
December.
But a bit aside from that,
Because I'm
like,
hearing April's good as well, because I might be going in April, you know what I'm saying?
Easter's in April next year. I'm actually doing my birthday out there, but we'll talk afterwards. But
We'll talk.
Ghana is an amazing place, not just, and I think for me, if you go to Ghana and you go to the castles, I'm not sure if you went there.
Yeah, I did.
But when you go to the castle, there's a feeling that you feel, a feeling of healing, empowerment, all at the same time. I've had people
Good
come,
energies.
yeah, people literally cry, break down and
You talking
cry.
about Elmina?
Yeah,
Castle?
whether Elmina or Cape Coast.
Got you.
And what I mean by that is that we can be having a hard year here, but you go to Ghana, you go to the castle, you hear the stories of our ancestors, you think, even though it's hard for me where I'm from, I've got the opportunity to travel, to leave this job, to go for another job.
To do things.
Our ancestors didn't even get a chance to go out of this room.
Yes.
Do you understand? So when you are able to then feel that, you're thinking, when I get back home, it's go time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's, I go there every single year. I go to Ghana 3-4 times a year. Every single time I go there.
So you lot heard it here first. December. I was going to say the D bit before, but Andre doesn't like it.
I'm watching you
He's
side
not-
eye.
He doesn't really like that one.
We might call it clean.
You got to keep, clean December.
Clean December.
Detox that.
Fast in December.
Yeah. JC, thanks for coming on.
Come on.
Mr. Harmke,
Thank you for having me.
thank you for coming on.
Absolutely.
I've enjoyed this talk, man.
Appreciate you a lot. And I'm going to finish off with asking you, black or white? Pick one.
Black.
Yeah? Rich or poor?
I can't answer.
You see, because you
either.
don't know which. Context, Tristan.
But
Context, rich or poor?
if you're talking about, I was thinking about money, to be fair.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking, I've been neither.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So how can I pick one if I've been neither?
No. But I'm just saying,
Yeah.
rich or poor, pick.
I can't because I've been neither. How would I know which one to pick?
Well, that's what he said. So that is episode 31.
31 right
All
there,
right.
guys.
good.
What are we
31.
going to call this one? We got a name for it?
Clean December.
Clean December.
Clean December. We
Clean
might scratch
December.
that and put
Yeah,
the dirty.
put dirty, scratch it out, then
And
put clean.
Dirty December, clean December.
You see everyone be like, oh, I always see dirty December. See how many viewers will get it.
Please, can you go and hit that likes button? Can you subscribe?
Down
All
below.
That's going to help boost our algorithm. And that is DTM. We are out.
Discuss them, man.